Have you ever heard of a planet nicknamed Hoth? Not the one from Star Wars, but a real planet, far, far away in our own Milky Way galaxy. Today we're taking a trip to one of the coldest, most extreme worlds ever discovered, OGLE-2005-BLG-390Lb. I know it's a mouthful, so let's just call it OGLE for short. So picture this, it's 2005. Astronomers are staring out into the cosmos, not with a giant telescope lens, but by watching the brightness of stars. They're using a technique called gravitational microlensing. Now this sounds super complicated, but the basic idea is actually pretty cool. Imagine you're looking at a distant star. If another star passes directly in front of it from our point of view, the gravity of the closer star acts like a magnifying glass. It bends and focuses the light from the star behind it, making it appear to brighten and then dim in a very specific way. It's like Einstein's theory of relativity playing out right before our eyes. The team at the Optical Gravitational Lensing Experiment, or OGLE, saw one of these events. A star about 21,500 light-years away, near the dense, glittering center of our galaxy, started to get brighter. They watched, they waited, but then something weird happened. During the main brightening event, there was a second, tiny little blip. A brief, much fainter spike in brightness that lasted for just a day. What could cause that? It was a planet. A planet orbiting the foreground star, adding its own tiny gravitational lens to the mix. It was like finding a needle in a cosmic haystack. This tiny blip was our first clue to the existence of OGLE. So what did they find? This wasn't some huge gas giant like Jupiter. This was a super-Earth, a rocky planet about 5.5 times the mass of our own home world. Finding a rocky planet is always exciting because, you know, life as we know it needs a solid surface to stand on. But here's the twist. If you were hoping for a vacation spot, you'd better pack the heaviest winter coat in the universe. OGL orbits a red dwarf star, which is much smaller and dimmer than our sun. And it orbits pretty far out, at a distance somewhere between where Mars and Jupiter are in our solar system. So you have a small rocky world orbiting a faint, cool star from a great distance. What does that mean for the temperature? Well, the surface of OGLE is estimated to be a mind-numbing -220 degrees Celsius. That's 364 degrees Fahrenheit. That is unbelievably cold. It's so cold that things we think of as gases on Earth, like nitrogen and oxygen, would be frozen solid on its surface. The planet is likely covered in vast plains of frozen volatiles, a true ice world. This is why it earned the nickname Hoth. Think about that for a second. A rocky world, bigger than ours, but trapped in a deep freeze so profound it makes Antarctica look like a tropical beach. Any atmosphere it might have had would have long ago frozen and collapsed onto the surface as snow. It's a silent, still, and utterly frozen landscape under the faint reddish glow of its distant star. The discovery of OGLE was a huge deal. Back in 2006, it was one of the smallest and most distant exoplanets ever found. It proved that our techniques, like gravitational microlensing, were sensitive enough to find not just giant planets, but smaller, rocky worlds, which we think are much more common. It pushed the boundaries of what we thought was possible to detect. So while OGLE-2005-BLG-390Lb is probably not hosting any advanced civilizations, or even microbes, it represents a critical step in our quest to understand the universe. It's a reminder that planets come in all shapes, sizes, and temperatures, and that the galaxy is filled with worlds more extreme and more alien than anything we could have imagined. It's a silent, frozen monument to the incredible diversity of planets out there, waiting to be discovered, one flicker of starlight at a time.